love your tongue.
Guys, this is Will Fulmer from Black Ball Films Movie Review. I gotta get used to saying that. Back with another episode. I told you I'm gonna start dropping my 2 downloads plus my special review. Depends on how I feel about the special review. That will be coming up though. Sit back, guys. Enjoy some of these movies. I think I went kind of the 80s this time because I felt like it, but there's some really great films you still can find out there. If you, I know you got internet and all that stuff, but I still like to collect DVDs. So you know how it goes, guys. It's always right there. It's like movie reviews, Kids and Bob battles, and the comic block. Even the comic block's pretty cool this time. So thanks for being here with me, guys, and I hope you guys enjoy the show. If you haven't liked and subscribed, do so. I told you I have about 6 years history. If you go back, I've done a lot of stuff, and I'm proud of myself. So sit back, guys, and enjoy the reviews of the movies that I like, and maybe you will like too. So let's go, guys. Alright guys, what's going on? The first film is Scanners, came out in 1981. This is a science fiction horror film. Now in this film, there are people with unusual telepathic and telekinetic powers. Kansi is a purveyor of weaponry and security systems, searches out scanners to use them for their own purpose. I saw this movie when I was a kid. If you have not seen it, I told you I do obscure movies. Check it out because it's really wild.
I would like to scan all of you in this room, one at a time. I must remind you that the scanning experience is usually a painful one, sometimes resulting in nosebleeds, earaches, stomach cramps, nausea, sometimes other symptoms of a similar nature. At this point, I'd like to call for volunteers. Fine. Just sit right here, please. I'd like you to think of something specific.
Do I have to close my eyes?
It doesn't matter.
All right, yes, I have something.
The Mind Force.
Alright guys, the next movie actually came out in 1995, Screamers, a science fiction horror film. As in the year 2078, the planet Sirius 6b once was a thriving mining hub. It has been reduced to a toxic wasteland by a war between the mining company and the Alliance group. 5 years into the war, the Alliance scientists created autonomous mobile swords. That's right, they created something to kill each other, but guess what? They killed everybody. If you've never seen Scanners, the first one's the best, the other ones are not so good. Here's the trailer, check it out.
A world overlooked and long forgotten by those who settled it. For Commander Joseph A. Hendrickson, it is worse than hell. It is home.
What are they?
There is a new terror in their midst.
Call it a screamer. It was developed for us by Alliance on Earth to neutralize the war on the ground here.
How do you know it's dead?
And they yanked this brain out.
Pretty smart.
Maybe too smart. This one seems to have modified itself.
It was designed to protect them from their enemies until it turned its sights on them.
Are they alive?
No one knows. They make themselves now.
I heard the screaming, and then it got very quiet. Nothing except the smell of death.
Chuck, we got a new kind of screamer.
He was like a person.
What are they supposed to look like? Oh, you mean who are they supposed to look like?
They're smarter now. That's how they get into our bunkers.
Once it gets inside, that's when the killing starts.
Now, the only way to tell man
He's one of them.
from machine is by the sound of their scream.
Things ain't what they used to be.
All right, the last one on here has Jamie Lee Curtis. I always thought she was a pretty lady. This movie is called Virus. Came out in 1999. This is another science fiction horror film. It tells the story of a ship beset by a malevolent extraterrestrial entity that seeks to turn humanity into cyborg slaves. This movie wasn't that good, but it was good with the concept of the movie. If you've never seen it, check it out. It'll give you that good old-fashioned 80s horror, actually 90s horror film.
You hear that?
We don't find any dead bodies.
We got somebody else on board. Repeat, we got somebody else on board. That's who sank the tug.
Drop it! 8 days ago, during a transmission from the Mir space station, something came onto the ship. It took control of computers. It was learning. Learning what? How to kill us.
Somebody welded the engine room door shut.
What is it?
High-tech robotics.
Get back!
Now, in order to survive,
It's creating a new life form. What?
It wants us for spare parts.
it must destroy the one threat
Oh my God.
to its existence. I'm gonna die! The virus called man.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing now.
Hey guys, what's going on? We're running into the comic block. Okay, today I want to talk about the difference between real life movies and the comic book, why I hate real life movies, and why I love the comic books. So let's go. Alright, the real reason I hate the real movies versus the comics is I used to read the comics as a kid, which actually helped me with my vocabulary and my imagination. Real movies kind of suck because when you've actually read the trilogies of the comics, what they're doing is they make the real movies only for those who are looking for, the quick fix, how can I say it, entertainment. But for the diehards, every so often they'll decide to make a good movie, which is always to the point, and most people don't get it. So that's just my little small thing about it. But I got a couple pics I want to show you, and I want to explain to you something else. All right, let's go. Black Panther, first appearance, Fantastic Four 1966, created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Spider-Man, first appearance, Amazing Fantasy, issue 15, August 1962. And one of Marvel's heavy hitters, Submariner, cover date October 1939, created by Bill Everett. The reason I say this is this stuff existed for a long time, and I've always looked at it as comics. Now that they have nothing to write about in the Writers Guild, they want to attack comics. Let me tell you something. When I was younger, they said comics would never amount to anything. Guess what? They were wrong. So this is why I hate the real movies, and I still love the comics to this day. It's just my opinion, and I'm not dying on the anthill whoever wants to go see a movie. Alright guys, take care.